Okay, so morning everyone. So thanks for joining today. So today we will discuss about the spool administration part, spool administration. Okay, so this is part of the spool work process. The spool work process will handle the printing related request in the SAP. Printing related request in the SAP. The spool administration. So the transaction codes for the spool administration SP01, SP02, SPAD. So SPAD is the transaction code where we can do the configurations, printers configurations. So all those things we can do that one. Suppose, sir, why we have to use the printers in SAP? Why we have to do the data print from SAP here? Suppose example, there is a medical shop or something, so medical company, so they are running the SAP. Okay, they are running the SAP. So the medical shops, when they medical stores, okay, when they have maybe lack of less stock, they need to fill urgently, emergency. They less stock, they need to fill emergently. Then what they will do? They will raise a purchase order. Okay, they will raise a purchase order. In that purchase order, they will clearly mention the details, stocks, which mentions, and everything. They will send it out. Then immediately the related vendors, they will fulfill the stock, right? Based upon the purchase order, they will fulfill the medicine stock in the stores here. So here means how the process is going here, right? They will raise a purchase order. So the purchase order need to print, right? Then they need to print and they need to sign it. They need to some there are there is a procedure, manual procedures are required there, right? So in that case, so here they need to print all the information, each and everything. They have to print it out. They have to print it out here. So for this reason, we have to we have to do the printing from SAP. So in that case also we have to integrate the printer in SAP systems here. Using the SPAD transaction code, we can add the output devices, means the printers we can add into the SAP systems here. The printers we can add into the SAP systems here, right? Suppose in your office or your home or wherever you have the printers, we can add the printers in SAP so that whenever you do the print from SAP, you can give the respective printer, the printout will come from the printer, right? So like that, suppose like when you go to the printing shop, so you need some document, you will mail to him, then he will select the respective printer, then he will do the print, right? So similarly in SAP also there is a lot of finance data, transactional data will be there. Then how can we do the this kind of printing here, right? So in that case, first of all, we need to add the printers in SAP here. If we go to the output devices here, so we can add the some printers here. We need to add the office printers, some other printers we need to add it. Go to the change button, then click on the create, then we can add the printer. Suppose like home printer, in our home, there is a printer is there. Then I want to integrate that home printer to the here. Short name and output device, we have to give it here. So what is the printer device? Which type of printer? When you purchase the printer from the Amazon or Flipkart or any outside of the shops, stores, you have the any printer, you have the either Brother printer, Canon printer, Zebra printer. So there is a series, right? So all the printers are there here. You can see the printers type Dell, Epson, Fujitsu, HP, Laser. So lot of printers are there here. So then you can select your respective printer type here. Then you can, so what is the model of the printer? So every printer there is a printer name, and so that is the printer name, IBM or printer type, you have to select it here. Model, every printer there is a model, right? 4F, 4G, something like that. So there is a printer model. Location of the printer, where you so set that location of the printers, then that we have to fill it out. Then when you go to the access methods, there are the multiple types of access methods are there here. Multiple types of access methods. So what is this access methods here, right? The access method is identified by a letter. In the SAP, it's identified by a letter and informs that system which is in use here currently, right? So based upon the type of the printing, type of the access methods, so the respective means we have to use the respective access methods based upon the printer location, based upon the output locations, and we need to select the respective so type access methods we have to select it here. They are the basically they are the three types of access methods are there here. Local access methods, remote, and front end printing. So local printing and remote printing, and so front end printing here, right? Local, remote, and front end printing here. So local means what? Local means what? Local means your SAP spool work process and the printer service. If both are in the same host, that is called the local, right? Means so suppose if it is the Windows, every Windows system by default you will get the one spooler service, one print spooler service you will get from SAP here. That is called the print spooler service you will get by default with the as part of the operating system, right? So in this operating system, there is a print spooler is there. This print spooler and your SAP spool work process. The spool work process, which is running on the spool work process. If you see here, the spool work process, both are running in the one operating system that is called the local, local method, local printing, right? Remote means both are in the different. So SAP is running on the one operating system. Then your print spooler is running on the different operating system. That is called the remote printing here. Front-end printing means so this method will use the your locally configured. Why? Because when you purchase the laptop or when the company given the laptop to you, by default they will configure the some printers to you. Their IT team they will configure the some local printers to you. You can use those printers. That is called the front-end printing. Front-end printing means it will use the your locally installed method, locally installed one here, locally installed method it will use it here, right? Locally installed method it will use it here. So now local printing, the print job. So whenever you print, suppose an example, if you see here, while doing the configuration here in the SPAD, all the configurations we have to do it in the SPAD transaction code here. Just click on the change button, click on the create, then you can just configure the any one of the configuration here, any one of the printer name. Just you can choose the any printer name here. So any printer name HP, so something Lexmark, anything you can configure it here. The model also anything you can give it here, right? So here the types are there, access method. This is very important here. Sir, but which method we have to choose it here? Which method I have to choose it here, right? So here local. So here local methods are, you said like local means both are in the one operating system, right? Both are in the one operating system. So again, in the operating systems we have the Windows is there and the Linux operating systems are there. Then if it is the Windows, which method I have to choose it here? Then if it is the Linux, which method I have to choose it here, right? So if it is the Windows, your SAP and your print spooler both are running on the Windows, you need to choose the direct operating system call. You need to choose it here. So, but both are running on the Linux, then you need to choose the L. L means the L. If it is the Linux other than Windows, you need to choose the L method. You need to choose it here, right? If it is the Windows C, and L means locally it is using the print locally using the LP and LR, we can use it here. That is called the local operating systems here. Local print and printing here. So in case of remote, remote, in the remote also there is a Windows and Linux. Windows and Linux. So mainly here both are in the different operating systems, right? The remote, so here you need to use the S and U. Yes and you have to use it here. S and you have to use it here, right? So see here, yes means print using the SAP protocol. So if it is the Linux Unix system, then you need to use the Berkeley protocol. You have to use it here. It is the Linux system, the Berkeley protocol. You have to use it here. In the Linux also there is a SAP print, the spooler service is available that will run by default in the operating system level, how it is running Windows. So if both are Windows, you can choose the this one, and it is a local. If the both are in the remote, you can choose the this one SAP print using the SAP protocol. You can use it here. It is the Linux. You can use the this one, and F means it's a front end printer. F means it's a front end. So front end. So front end printer, you can use the F here. F you can use it here. Front end printer, you can use the F here. So these are the, this means the print job is directly sent to the local printer which is connected to the your computer. Then directly it will use the print here, right? So here directly it will give the print from the SAP here, print from the SAP here, right? C. So normally you see here, C means Windows, L for Linux, local. So when printing from SAP system that is running on the Windows system, so we can configure the this access method. We have to configure for the local access method. We have to use this one here. Then in SAP is transferred to the Windows print manager of the local Windows system. Then the printer will give the means the paper will come from the printout here. Same as like L. If it is the SAP is running on the Linux operating systems, SAP. In case of SAP is running on the Linux operating system, then we have to configure the L access method. We have to configure it here. L access method, we have to configure it here, right? So L access methods. Then you see the yes. Yes means it is the remote. If the remote printer, then if it is the Windows remote also SAP Windows, then we need to use the this one here, right? SAP print, then SAP system, both are in the different host, then we can use the this one here, right? So here U means Unix here, Linux operating system here. So Linux server that time we need to use the this one here. F means the front end printer, front end printing, it will use it here, right? So along this one we have the some other things also available here. E means external output management system, print using the external output management system here, which means the printer is connected to the external outputs, external devices and everything here that time. So then we have the I for archive device, P for device spool, right? I for archive. So that archive link, archive, and there is a open text archiving. That time archiving device we can use it here. These are the device pool we can use it here, right? So then, so they are these are the things we have in the systems here. Normally, some people they will use the F for front end printing, or U they will use the Berkeley protocol. They will use it to print it here. Suppose if it is the operating system, if the C we can use it local, then where is the printer? The printer is hosted on the means printer in which location the printer is. Printer has the one host name. Then go to the output attributes. So how you want to print the paper here, right? Is it color printer? Yes. In case it's the default printing. Do you want to print the one side or both the side, or how you want to print it here? How you want to print it here? Print one side, both. Just 1 minute. I'm going to call from office. Yeah, sorry guys, there is a system issue. I got a call. So yeah. So here the print mode, there is a print from one side or both the side. I want to do this printing. So then you can use the which tray you want to use the in the printer. Default tray, default, then tray information, what format, what page format, all the things we have to so do that one here, right? So mainly here we need to fill the access method, the printer details, then output attributes details. We want to touch anything, you can touch the output attribute details and click on the so click on the save. Then here you can just use the spool server. Which spool server you want to use it here? Means where the your spool work process is hosted. So that is the spool server. Means spool work process is responsible to the print here, right? So then you created a like a home printer like this. You created the one of the home printer. You set up here home printer. You done the setup here. So like this, we need to integrate the printers in your home or outside. If you have any printers in office, printers office floors, in office you have the printers. Normally people will do the remotely, they will integrate it here. How means go to the SPAD, then click on the create button. So then they will use the any one of the printer, they will use it here. So then mainly here thing is the model of the printer here, right? So model of the printer, so suppose like office printer, office, suppose like fourth floor printer or something like that. Okay, shortcut. Then they will go to the so it's a remote. Suppose like it's a remote, then they will use the so yes or U. They will use the U method. Suppose like it's a remote printer. Just assume this is a Linux or remote printer. They will use this one. What is the Linux system? Linux where the it is where it is hosted, then we can see the all the attributes and tray information. We can fill it out. Then click on the save button. See here destination, it is host asking. Destination means where the so your thing is hosted here. So just let me see here APS4 HANA only. Okay, say unable to reach the remote. Why? Because it's a U means remote printing. Remote means definitely it should reach it out. So it's not reachable. So that's why it's giving the error message and everything here, right? So the record already exists, which means I have configured the office printer and home printer here, right? So now what I'm trying to do, I want to print some data from system. I want to print some data from the printer. I want to I want to fit the some user records, some master data, some sales, something. I want to print the list of data from the SAP system here, right? So in that case, while printing, while do the every screen, there is a printer icon. Every screen there is a printer icon here. Then so we can just get the so you can otherwise if you type the control P, suppose I want to print the this work process information, right? Then just click on the print, right? Then in the internet shop also you will get the this type of prompt, right? So here you need they will select the list of printers which are there in the screen, right? Either home printer, right? Then select it. Then they want to print immediately. So they want to print all the pages or only few pages. They will select it. Then click on the continue. Then immediately it will create the spool request number, and that number it will send to the SAP printer home. SAP printer home, it got sent to the SAP printer home. So which means the request was sent to the home printer here. So then immediately, sir, where can I see the printer? Immediately, if you see and see the your printer, definitely if the printer is really exist, home printer, then you should get the paper from the printer. If not, sir, how can I check it out? Well, because SAP systems are there somewhere, my printer is there somewhere, then how can I check? I'm in the somewhere, how can I check the status? If we go to the SP01 or SP01 or SP01, here you can check the printer is printed from the paper or not. You will come to know here. But there is a error of the printer here. See, there is a error. Why? Because incorrect paper. There is no printer like this home printer. Printer name is invalid. It's not the valid printer. You can see the spool error log. It's not the spool valid. It's not the valid printer here. right? This is not the valid printer. So you can see the lot of spools in the system. Why? Because some of the background jobs, some of the manual, some of the practicing will throw the spool error log. So if you go to the type list here, what is there in that paper? The paper will be displayed. The paper will be displayed here. So there are the 5 pages are in this printer. What is this? 5 pages. Yeah, there is a spool request output background jobs created the papers here. Then you can see the papers. You can see the papers here. Papers or what data it's going to be print here. Then what data it's going to print, all the information will be displayed in the systems here. So if it is a success, then you will get the success results here. If not success, then you see the error message. In the error message, you can see that if you go to the log, then it will clearly say that there is no printer like this in your system, like the operating system like this. It is giving the error, right? So that is the main thing here, right? So that is the main thing of the printer here. Suppose if I use the if I go and use the front end printing means your local operating system printer, local operating system printer here. Here I will choose the FRES, F means the front end printing here, right? So I want to print some data here. I want to print the data here. Which data? Suppose like there is home screen printer. I want to print it here. Just click on the print. Then there is a home printer, then this is a front end printer now. Okay, so then click on the okay, then this front end printer, my front end printer is printed to PDF only. So then PDF got generated here. So my PDF got generated in the system. Okay, in the system, the PDF got generated here, right? See here, PDF got printed, all pages of downloaded here. Why? Because my front end printer, it's downloaded as a my front end printer, it's downloaded as a printer here. It will print it here, right? So then it got downloaded as a print to PDF. The paper got generated here. The one print, the paper got generated here. That the PDF got generated, which means normally when you go and check it out here, SP01 here, SP01, then this should be the success results here. Definitely it should be the success results here, right? Then we can check the, if I go to SP02, directly it will open the my request. Yes, you can see that it got success here. It got success. What you printed here, then there is some settings you printed from the front end that got printed. So it got success. So why it got success means, so processing by the spool work process completed. Why? Because since you selected like a front end printing means it will select the your operating system level printer. So printers, so like if I see the my printers operating system level, my printers, it selected the my operating system already configured the printers, then it got print here, it got print to PDF is selected, so it used this one, then I got the print to the one of the PDF format, I got the print here, right? I got the print to the PDF format. I got it here, right? So this is the one I got from the system here. What that is the one I got from the system here, right? So this is the way we can print it out here. So here SPAD, you should know about the SPAD is the transaction code which we can use to integrate the printers here, integrate the printers. So if you have, maybe your company purchased the new printer, you want to integrate to the SAP, so that if anyone using the SAP, they want to do the purchase order, sales order, some data, employee data, anything, so they want to print, maybe that will be used during the appraisal time, they want to print, then in this case we want to add the printers here. So right here we have to add the printers here, then we have to select the what type of printer is this here, right? We can select the list of printer, whatever the company purchased the printer, then what is the spool server here? Spool server means where your spool work processes exist, that is called the spool server here. Then so you can select the model of the printer, then so model of the printer here, Then what is the printer type here? Is it a remote printer? Means where the spool server, where the your spool server, spool process, your SAP is located. Both are in the same or both are in the different. Both are in the different. You can use the U or S. Or so if it's the front end printing, then you can use the F. So like that, we can use the multiple methods. We can use it. Whatever the method you can't use it, you can use it. Then you can configure the things here. You can configure the things here, right? Like this, we have to integrate it. Normally, in the real time, you will get the output from the inputs from the what you have to, what is the host printer, destination, all the information you will get from the IT teams. So they will provide all the details so that you can integrate printer IP details and everything you will get from them. You can print it out here. So it's not only maybe functional team or development team, they can also adjust the page settings also here. In case in case you want to do the spool server. What is the spool server means? Your spool work process, how many are there? Access methods, these are the access methods, right? Destinations, host, right? So here, page formats. Some people, sometimes when you print it out, there is a custom, there are some page formatted. The page width is like this, page height is width is height this. So normally A4 size paper is like this, A3 is like this, A4 something, A5 inches, how many inches you require. So if you have any custom print page format, if you have any custom page format here, so suppose like jet, so company page format, suppose like this one, the height should be 199. So then, so inches or centimeter, I don't know. Okay, that's fine. And suppose like 200, then that is centimeters. So like that, I need to configure the so some page formats. Normally, this will be done by the your page format. I have typed it here so that you have created the one page format, custom page format, line format, how the lines should be, pages should be, how it should come. So like that, we can also define it manually. We can also define the page formats and everything. We can define it here. So that is also possible, right? So some people, they don't want to use the full page, right? Suppose when you go to the medical hospital, so when they are printing so they will not use the full A4 size paper, right? They will only use the some shortcut, some only half page maybe they will use it to print the bills, right? So similarly, here also we can use some formats. So this and all the smart forms. So they will maybe ABAPers or developers, they will customize it here. Our duty is like a just do the if any new printer, if we get some companies, they won't use it. If you get any request from the printers, just we can if we get any request from uh, the respective people, just we can go to the output devices here. Then we can go to the change button. We can click on the create. Then we can add the respective the printers. We can add it here. Whatever the printer you want to add it, then we can add the all the printers and everything. We can add it to the in this systems here. That's what we will do it here, right? That is what we have to perform it here. So don't think like SAP, we will use the printers like not only just SAP level printing only. So don't think like that. So SAP printers, people will use in the not only here, maybe they will use the airports, back checking, scanners in the marts. So there are a lot of the label printings. There are multiple things are there to use the printer, scanning, barcode, label. So there are the multiple ways they will do the SAP. They will integrate the printer. Some companies, they will only use the printers in their for their business. Suppose like there is a water bottle business, right? Then they will do the labeling and water bottle packing and everything. Who will do? Then who will print? The printers. Then how they get the prints? Then from SAP, right? Suppose if you want, you can check in the Google. So maybe if you go to the SAP, so printing. So maybe if you see the label printing, So label printing, we can also do the label printing here. Multiple label printing, you can do it here. So lot of maybe how they will do the barcode printing or label printing, how they use the SAP system to print it here in the SAP. So there the multiple things are there here, right? So they will how they will print their purchase orders, labels. So in the systems, there the lot of things are there here, right? So there lot of customization is required here. Lot of customization required to get the printing and everything here. So here the best example, you can see how they will integrate these things and everything they will clearly give you. You can see it here. So whatever we have done now, similarly they will perform the printing the labels from the SAP system here. You can see this is the brother printer. See here how they are using, right? So this is the SAP R3 system here. Then this is SAP login pad here. Then this is the your printer. Okay, this is the printer here. So from users from SAP GUI 2, they are connecting to the SAP system here. Here you can see the OS spooler, then R3 spool work process here that will help to get the printing here, right? That will help to get the printing here. So let me see. Yes, you can see here how the that will data will come here. See, so same as like after we creation the output devices, there is a mark sheet, K sheets, right? So MRP label and everything. Then they are selecting the output device. First of all, SAP, then click on the print. See here, it's easy to print the label from the brother printer. They are using the brother printer here. How to set up? Setup, you can see it here. How they will do the setup here. SAP system, the printer. Step 1, device type settings, connection settings. Set the page format in case we want. Then set the format type, register the device. See here, they log into the system, log into the SAP system. Then they went to the SPAD transaction code. You see, SPAD transaction code. Then they went to the output devices here. Full administration. Click on the display, output devices, click on the display. So in case of you want to set the page formats or anything, so see here they are checking the page formats also. Why? Because the page format is very little bit very small only. Why? Because it's only label. We don't require much one. So they are going to create the page formats here, right? Some inches underscore 2, only less inches they are creating. Width is 102 and height is 52, right? So just it's only So that they are created here. Then save it. Then page formats, address types, then device, register the device. So register the devices here. Then they will do the printing. So output device, they will check the settings. See here, they are using the brother printers, spool server where the SAP system is hosted, right? So then configuration, once done configuration is then we can do the printing here, right? So this way, it's not only just like labels in the airports, bag checking. There are the multiple ways the people will do the print from SAP. There are the multiple use cases here, not only just only printing from SAP only, but they will use the multiple use cases we have in SAP. Just not only here like this. Okay. So, but anytime, so if any customization, maybe developers will be involved, but registering the printer means configuring the printer, it's our duty. Then we have to do the configuration of the all the printers and everything. We have to do it based upon the configurations and everything. We have to perform it here. Okay, so that is what we have to do it here. So label printing, barcode, bag scanner, and maybe if you go to the shopping marts, they will scan it, scan the product. So the billing purpose. So everything, sometimes they are, if you are using, definitely that will be the SAP only here, right? If the company is using SAP, so they will integrate to the SAP, the data, everything will be stored into the SAP system only here, right? There are the many way they are using their projects SAP they are using for in the airports, maybe Jet Airways, I guess. Jet Airways, they are using the SAP, right? So not only Jet Airways, so multiple multiple airports and the bottles printing, labels printing on the bottles, water bottle, fruit juice bottles, and everything by SAP. And in the US, there is a company, they're also using, well, there are the multiple projects, multiple companies, they will use the SAP for printing. Okay. So it's not just only printing, just only configuration part is ours. But if any customization is required, paper or anything, that developers will take care of that one. In that case, so the spool work process will help to get the prints from to give the prints from everything a spool work process here. Sometimes one spool work process is not enough. Then why? Because they are the more work, then one is not enough. Then in this case, we have to do the so two is enough actually. So two we can configure it here. The duty is only do the prints. The main thing is here the whether printer is working or not, whether so printer network issues, all those things we need to check it out from the printers. Okay, this is the spool work process here. So SP0, SPAD, we can configure the all the information and everything. So SPAD printers and everything. So rare cases we will get the request, but SP01 is for to checking the printer status. All users we can check it out. So not only your user, you can check the all users and everything. You can check date wise. You can filter the how many printers pages it came out or not, right? So SP02 specific to the your user means your basis user which you printed, all the papers will come out from here. All the prints, these all are the print requests. These all are the print requests. Or who generated this means? So normally background jobs will generate these printers normally. The pages will print. If you want to see what there in the content here, if you just click on this button, then you will come to know the information what is there in that printer here. What the paper is going to print. This content is going to print. But here, because of this content is going to print here, so, but the printer is not configured, so the paper got stuck in this page itself only here. This got stuck here itself only here. So it got stuck in the here itself only, right? So it got stuck in the here itself. Okay. So, but this is a less priority. So some people they will use it, some people they may not use it. But this is a less priority item, spool work process. Only thing is you need to remember the so access methods and the transaction codes which we use for the printing purpose. Only these two things you need to remember. Okay. Got it?
Yes, sir. I have one question here.
Yes.
Recently, I have attended interview. They asked, one user is unable to take print request. What is the reason for that?
So now you got it right. So what do you